But you know, we women, we know, because I'm not scared of village people. Village people are scared of me. Like, I didn't believe it to happen. Like I don't believe. Like, is this my period coming? Could I even be pregnant? How? But they're already anticipating and saying, me, I don't want to push you. I don't want anything that will go and spoil me down there. Let me tell you something. Hi, my friends, my besties, my paddies, all of you on YouTube that follow me, all 5 of you. Hi, I know that it's been so long that I have, come online, but I was out there getting pregnant, giving birth, almost dying after giving birth, coming back to stay and take care of my children, and having another set of twins. Woo! So I know I made a video last time and I talked about how I was pregnant again. I gave you like some gist and everything, but I carefully hid the fact that I was pregnant for twins again. And the reason I did that is I just feel like having twins is just so spiritual. And the last time I had twins was, many years ago, and it was just a spiritual experience. It's not something that just happens. And then I get pregnant again, and I'm having twins again. I just wanted to have my babies before announcing that bit, because I just felt like there was just something about it, which is, yes, it's a very big deal. It's not because I was scared of village people. As you all know, I announced my pregnancy like 2 months. Yeah, it was about 2 months before I even gave birth. And I know, because a lot of people, they hide their pregnancy. You only start to see the big belly after they've given birth. In fact, the baby for them, they crawl self, they will now start releasing pre-pregnancy big belly pictures, and everybody, to each his own. But because I'm not scared of village people are scared of me, because I know it's short for me, and my God, I don't allow fear. I don't entertain fear. If you know me, I don't entertain fear. I'm not one of those people that will say, oh, don't say it, or if you say it before it happens, it won't happen. I go talk it go happen. It's short for me. Die. But I decided to keep the twins bit, keep it tight-lipped until I gave birth. And then since I gave birth, my babies have not let me see road. I'm not seeing clearly. That's why I'm starting my car diary. So I'll just, like, every once in a while come into the car, I just hide, quickly do a video here and there, and go back to the hustle. So I just really wanted to talk about how everything happened, the part of how I found out first I was having twins, because I hope I can put some clips here. But first of all, I was actually done with having babies. Let me not even lie to you guys. I was actually done, but I always wanted to be married early. And when I say early, I gave myself that time frame of like in my early 20s. And the reason is because I wanted to have a lot of kids. Right now, I've left it at 3. I'm okay. But somehow, one and two happened, and it happened. So I find out I'm pregnant, right? And I was like, you know what? That's cool. I'm pregnant again. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be having 4 kids. So I found out I was pregnant in January, right? And first of all, I didn't know I was, like, I didn't believe it to happen. Like I don't believe. So I was having like symptoms, and I thought, okay, this symptom it feels like my period coming. But we women, we know. So it felt like my period was coming, but it felt weird and strange at the same time. And I just kept thinking, like, is this my period coming? Could I even be pregnant? How? So I kept waiting for my period to come, kept thinking, could I be pregnant? And then, okay, I missed my period, and then I'm giving it a few days, I'm all this stress, maybe the thing don't push the period go. I missed a few days, the period still did not come. I'm now thinking that, maybe it has happened though. I'm now thinking that, I could actually be pregnant. So I'm warming up to the idea that, you know what, I'm pregnant. I'm going to have 4 kids. After, I've always wanted to have many children. I just, as condition, make crayfish bend. I said, okay, let me stop at 3. But you know what, let's go for 1 more. And then I take some tests. The first test was negative. And then I take like 100 more tests. And all those ones are positive. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to have another baby. But I'm so impatient. Like, I cannot wait. And in this America, when you're pregnant, don't I'm telling you, how many weeks are you? If you not tell them that, I don't know, maybe I'm 4 weeks, they want to see whether you miscarry or something. I don't know. Because they don't want to set eyes on you until you've gone far in the pregnancy, like you're up to 12 weeks. And I was like, I will faint. I will not make it if I have to just wait for 12 weeks to know, what's going on inside. Because my mind was still telling me that, are you sure that you are not even having twins again? That's what my mind was telling me, but I don't want to believe it. So I first took a blood test. The blood test will actually tell you if you're having a boy or a girl. And when I bought the blood test, because what the blood test does, and I don't know, for pregnant women, I didn't know about this before. I was just doing my research and I found out that you can actually find, at 6 weeks pregnant or less, you can actually know what you're having. Anyone that wants to know what the test is, it's easy to find out. It will check for what chromosomes you are carrying. So women, we carry the XY chromosomes. No, we carry the XX. Hey, science class. Women, we carry the XX chromosomes. And then if you are pregnant for a boy, you will be showing the Y chromosome. And if you have the Y, you are having a boy. There's just no doubt about it, because women are not supposed to have the white chromosomes. So I bought the test. You get the kit, you take some blood, you send it to them. They will now tell you what you're having. So they sent me an email and they're like, oh, congratulations, you're having a boy. And I was like, yay, because if you know me, I am such a boy mommy. I've always wanted to have just one girl. It's a long story, but I'm very, very happy to have many, many boys and one girl. I don't have the bandwidth to raise more than one girl. So I'm happy that God took the hint. So I have one. So it tells me that I'm having a boy. And I'm like, yay. Or at least they're seeing the XY chromosome. But me, in my mind, I'm like, Martha, you might be having twins, though. You might just be having twins. Just know that one. So I still was not settled, and I was like, I called my hospital. They were still telling me, oh, we can't schedule you till when you're at least 10 to 12 weeks. Like, what's the hurry? I'm like, these people don't understand that I need to know. If I don't know, I will not rest. So what did I do? I did some research. America is such a beautiful country, because I found a lot of like these NGOs that just help pregnant women. They help women that are pregnant. They don't know if they want to have the baby. They are not sure. They need support, things like that. So I find this NGO, and I can't remember the name, but they said I can come in and have a scan, an ultrasound. I was like, yay, free. I was so happy, because all I wanted to do, I wanted to see the babies. And also, as when you're pregnant, it's also good to make sure that the baby is going in the right spot. There are some people that have ectopic pregnancies, and it will still show positive in the pregnancy result, like you're actually pregnant, but just that the baby is growing in the fallopian tube. So those are things I just wanted to rule out. And I was also very curious about if I was having twins. So I went to this place, and she talks to me, she prayed with me, very lovely people. She prayed with me, she asked me how I was feeling. I told her, I'm fine. I just wanted to know what I'm having. I just wanted to make sure everything is fine. So she's encouraging me, she's talking to me, she's telling me how I'm strong, I can do it. Am I thinking of any, I'm like, I'm keeping my babies, I'm fine and everything. I just needed to get to the part where let us go and do the scan, let's go and do the ultrasound. So she says, okay, let's go check out the ultrasound. So we go into the room, and you know, like that, the ultrasound kinina, she put it on my belly. Like, this is not my first rodeo. So when she put it and I looked at the screen, I saw like 2 little sacks, 2 little balls. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me right now. I said, I was just telling myself in my mind though, because she was, when she saw it, she just like opened her eye, because I'd already told her how I had twins, I had 3 children, blah blah blah. So she was like, and in my mind I was like, Martha, you are having twins. Hey, that's what I was in my mind, but I was just waiting for her to talk, because I knew that she didn't know that I had, you know, clocked that I was having twins already. So she calls the other nurse and I say, nurse, can you come around? So that one came to me. They're like doing as if I was like going to be so scared of the fact that I was having twins. They didn't know that. I already suspected. So she told me that you're going to be having twins. They are growing up in separate sacs. They are not identical twins. They are fraternal. I was shocked. Let me know. I did not take any fertility thing. I've never taken that in my life. I am just a twins magnet, you know. I am a touch and twin type of person. I even believe that if I get pregnant again, I might be having another set of twins. It just is what it is. Wow, I was so shocked. I'm not even going to say I was shocked. So I just like kept cool and I was like, Madu. Hey. Yeah, that's how I had twins. I know some people have asked me like fertility thing. Have you taken fertility stuff? Twins runs in my family, but I am like the only grandchild or the only person apart from my grandma that has had back-to-back twins. It's not something that happens. It's something I'm very grateful for, because it's just a story that when I tell people, it's very, very amazing. Yeah, that's really the story. It's very boring. But yeah, it was shocking. That's how I found out I was having twins, and the pregnancy was very, very somehow. It was not easy. Oh, let me even tell you. Do you know that when I gave birth, and I know that a lot of people, they don't know, they think that having C-sections is just such a walk in the park. I wish I can let people understand that God knows what he's doing. Like, God told us that this is the channel that you're going to be having babies. You're going to just push them out of your VJJ and your baby will come out. Because what really bothers me, and I've seen it a lot, where some people say they are not even married yet too. They haven't even gotten to that part of their life journey, but they're already anticipating and saying, me, I don't want to push you. I don't want anything that will go and spoil me down there. Let me tell you something. Having a C-section should not be something that you're opting for. All my babies, all my kids I did a C-section for, and I never like just on my own I'm like, oh, I'm about to have C-section, let's go. Because first of all, C-sections are very, very painful after the fact. You know, it's okay, you are lying down there, you can't feel anything when they open you up, but the recovery is not easy. And a lot of times, because of all the disruptions that have gone on in the belly and in your system and everything like that, a lot of people that have C-sections, they find out that they start to have, you know, very high blood pressure. They start to manage blood pressure up and down. The woman one of the nurses in my pregnancy, she was actually giving me like a lot of, you know, insights into this thing, which I had already been suspecting. But the fact that she said it, you know, I was like, oh yeah, this is something I've been suspecting. Because, you know, I've always, every time I've done a C-section, my blood pressure has always been something that I'm not having to manage. I've never been someone that manages blood pressure, but now I'm managing my blood pressure. I'll be checking my blood pressure, go pum pum pum. My second pregnancy, my blood pressure went so high, and then I had a seizure. I almost cried. it's by the grace of God that I'm alive. It was because also that I was in America, or I'm in America. That's the reason why, you know, they had to call 911, and 911 showed up. So really, and this was 12 days after my birth. 12 days after my birth. So it's not just you giving birth. You're not out of danger zone after you give birth. 12 days after my birth, I was having this banging headache. Let me even tell you the story. This hair is